Right, so these are 7 cold email frameworks or templates that we're using to generate dozens of leads for our marketing agency clients, all the way from SEO, creative, performance marketing, digital marketing, whatever you want to call it. We know what works in these industries for the most part. So I'm just going to be sharing the stuff that's worked for us the best and try to templatize it so that you can basically plug and play it into your agency and start generating leads with cold email. So in terms of the first template, hey, name found your type of company and just thought it made sense to reach out. We recently helped a similar company achieve this result in this time frame by a unique mechanism. Can I share how we could do something similar for a company? This is one of the top performers. Really here, what you want to do is find a good case study where you help them generate some sort of revenue-based result, and then implementing that into the email, be like, hey, found you're running an accounting firm or whatever. We recently helped, accounting LLC plus achieve this result, get X amount of customers in this time by building them a marketing system where they got their leads through partnerships, and then they close them with an onshore sales team. We implement it, just make it unique and tell them really how your process works, because chances are they probably would benefit from the same process. And then could I share how we could do something similar for you? This is just a soft CTA to get them through the door, and most of the time they'll apply like pretty positively to that. We've seen this one perform pretty well. In terms of this one, so it's problem solution. So, hey, Nane, not sure if this is a priority, but I just noticed that this is a marketing problem you're facing. If we could solve this in the next time frame, would you be interested? And then some social proof there. FYI, we just helped another company with this, solve this problem in this time frame, so we're confident our process works. So, this one is basically saying you need to use some sort of unique data tool. You need to be using Clay. You need to be using a bunch of stuff, maybe Ad Intel, to kind of find these problems with the prospects marketing. This one's kind of advanced. So you need some sort of like GTM engineering in place. But hey, you could be like, hey, and I'm not sure if this is priority, but I noticed for an SEO agency, for example, I noticed that you're ranking below X competitor for this keyword. If we could rank you above them in the next 30 days with this unique process or whatever, would you be interested? And FYI, we helped, this other local business who ranked below their top competitor rank above them within 30 days. So we're confident in our process, right? Something like that would work pretty well. Another one is like, hey, not sure if this is a priority, but I noticed you only got like 700 website visits last month. So just using these unique data tools to find them. And then, hey, if we could increase your visitors so that you can get more form fill outs in the next 60 days, would you be interested? Something like that. This one would work pretty well. It just depends on what kind of problem you find and if they really care about it. This is where you have to do your research using ChatGPT about the industry and, based on your conversations with prospects. And then for template 3, so hey, name pain point question. We recently helped another company solve this pain point by unique mechanism. Would you like me to share a video showing how we did this? So, and then, are you currently, seeing your cost per click rise on YouTube ads? I saw you were running YouTube ads. Is your cost per click increasing? We recently helped another company drop the cost per click by, transitioning their creatives from 30 seconds to 20 seconds, while keeping the same value prop. Would you like me to share a video showing how he did this? Whatever it is, right? This really comes down to your case study. How good you guys' case studies are is what is going to amplify the results of these templates. But these templates are very simple. As you can see, they're short, they're straight to the point. They're not like the emails that you're getting, which no one cares about. And they're very long, and they have all these bold letters and all these weird things inside of them, which want to keep it simple because, I believe in simplicity. So template 4, this is service-based lead magnet. So if you're tackling a really difficult industry and you just want to really impress them, like if you're targeting e-commerce, if you're targeting SaaS companies, and it's just kind of difficult to get their attention, it's like just put a two-liner out there. This one works really well. We've actually tested this on a very saturated industry. Hey, can we create this lead magnet for your company just to help you, get more conversions, whatever? We helped a similar company get this benefit after we worked with them on this. So hey, Dan, can I create a free product page for your e-commerce, for your supplement brand, just to help you increase your checkouts? FYI, we just helped X brand get, add 44,000 a month to their monthly revenue after we worked with them on this. Something like that absolutely rips. You just got to make sure that you're reaching out to the right audience, because if you're reaching really small companies with a free offer, it's you're just gonna get a bunch of people who don't want to pay any money, even if they hop on the sales call. It's just not worth it. So yeah, this is a pretty good angle. Um, Now for template five, seasonal opportunity. So this is where you say like, hey, Nane, with summer coming up, I'm sure that, increasing, bookings to your Airbnb, whatever is a priority for you right now. We could help you get 35 more bookings in time frame, use it during this, busy period. So would this be worth discussing with your team? We've tested this in the travel and tourism space. That's actually worked well. So if your service relies on like some sort of seasonal, opportunity, season, no, sorry about that. If it relies on some sort of like, something coming up, winter, or, whatever, new year, this is perfect for that. And it shows that you actually understand what you're talking about. So this is just taking the value props from here and then just turning it into like an industry focus. And you can add a case study as an FYI line as well. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, moving on. So template six. So this one historically has worked very well for every single local business that we've targeted in terms of like plumbers, electricians, not roofers, plumber. What was the other one? There's like, probably hardscapers. Like you can get away with this one for basically everyone. It works really well. So, Heyday, we can get you 50 homeowners in Kansas, or not in Kansas City, within 3 months that have termites in their homes, or I'll give you a full refund. Is this worth explaining how? You might be being like, hey, yeah, these emails, they're getting old, but like it's not the case for these guys. These guys don't care about the mechanism. They just want the result. So when you're reaching, SaaS companies, yeah, you got to be talking about like funnels and all this cool stuff that you do. But these guys, they do not care. You don't want to know about your ranking optimization, interlinking inside of your website pages where you do all this stuff that, no one cares, right? Keep it simple with these guys or you will regret it and you will not get results. So, this is very good. And then worth explaining how, you can also say, can I share a 2-minute video? I would actually switch this. Can I share a 2-minute video explaining how it works? So this line is going to get you way more leads than just saying, can I send more information? At least from my experience, like, can I share a 2-minute video has worked really well. I don't know the difference between both of them, but like the video always works better because people want to watch a video. But there is some drop off to the people who are responding positively and the people that are actually booking your call. So just make sure that you're responding quickly and you're on it and you're sending good videos just to squeeze as much juice out of the bottle. And then FYI, same thing, just adding a case study here makes it better. Now, this is for SEO, Google Ads, types of agencies who do performance marketing, even if it's web design, whatever it is for these businesses. You want to literally take your offer and see how you can curate it to fit this template. And then template 7, industry shift. So, hey, Nate, not sure if you're aware, but like this industry shift is happening. If we could help you adapt the shift to achieve benefit, would that be useful? Example of this, we have an SEO agency that, started doing AI LLM SEO, just basically like helping companies who rank higher in ChatGPT. So if I ask ChatGPT, hey, what are the top 5 best dentists here in London? And then it gives me 5. Then, that number 1 and number 2 and number 3, those guys are optimizing to be ranked by ChatGPT, basically to be recommended. So we were like, hey, not sure if you're aware, but customers in your industry, they're starting to use ChatGPT to search for you instead of Google. If we could help you, rank X amount for ChatGPT, so you can get more customers, would that be useful? Beautiful, right? So try to do this as best as you can with, if there's an industry shift, if there's something changing in your industry. Let's say, you're a web design agency and you're realizing that a lot of companies need to implement, I don't know, one client told us like you need to be implementing something for disabled people on your website. Be like, hey, not sure if you're aware, but like if you don't have a disabled enabled website, for that's accessible for all disabled people visually, and for colorblind people or whatever, then you're gonna face these charges in your city. So if we could help you do it, at a low cost or whatever, so you can not have to pay this big fine, would that be useful? So that's something that would do great, right? Because it's different and no one's probably going to reach out about it. People just want to go for the sauce right away and be like, hey, I'll rebuild your entire website. That's not what you want to do. And then here you just want to add a case study if you have one, like, hey, another company, we helped doing this and they avoided the fine, right? So that's a very good way to go about it. But yeah, hopefully you guys can plug these in. I hope this was valuable. And if you want us to build you an outbound system, a cold email system to reach out to your ideal prospects, book them meetings, and book you meetings with them that are actually qualified, and using these templates and other angles we can come up with, then you can book a call below on this LinkedIn page. And yeah, I'll see you later. Peace.